Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Uh, today I had something a little different in mind than my usual videos. Sometimes I'll talk about, uh, stuff that I had to deal with, or, like my last two videos have been kind of me talking about struggles, and the one before that was like kind of advice or like self-help kind of stuff. Today, I want to talk about something that's been kind of annoying me ever since I've really started working. I've had a couple jobs here and there, worked a couple odd jobs, but the place I'm working at now, I've been working there for I don't know, however long it is, November to June. So that's pretty much how long I've been working. Wait, let me just count. December. Yeah, so about 7 months. And I saw this at like other jobs, but I don't know why at this one it's way more common, and like I see it pretty much every day. So at work, there's like these guys that, you know, I've talked about this in my last video, in my first video actually. If you think a girl is pretty, just go talk to her, right? If you're at work and you're like 40 years old and you see a girl that's like 20 or 18, or like, like, just it's just not it, man. I mean, I understand that age is, like, people say, oh, age is just a number, and like, you can very much date an older person without it being weird. Like, there's a lot of it's more and more common now to have like big age gaps in both ways. Like, younger guys date older women now, and younger girls have always kind of dated older men. So I understand that aspect of it, but there's exceptions to that rule, and also like a lot of guys, they won't even talk to the girl to like ask her out. They'll just be really weird and like all up in their personal business, and just creepy behavior. And it's something that I've noticed a lot, since working there. I don't know why at that place specifically, but it's gotten pretty bad. Like, there's this girl that at work that, she works like the cheese counter, and guys are like all over her, and like, to the point where this girl can't even work without guys like talking to her and being like just really, really, really weird. And I don't know, I just thought that it's something that I'm like sick and tired of seeing at work all day. And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just talk about it. I want to kind of vent about it, because that kind of stuff pisses me off, man. That kind of stuff, you know, whenever I see things like that happen, I have a younger sister, so I wouldn't want that kind of shit to happen to her. So whenever dudes do that kind of stuff at work, it always kind of irks me. And yeah, man. I mean, listen, if you're gonna go up to a girl, at least make her like laugh, or make her like do something. But like, all of anything these dudes do is just cringe. Like, they'll go up and they'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Well, I'm just I'm just doing my job." Like, these girls are just trying to do their job. Like, nobody likes to work a 9 to 5, and it's like these guys don't realize that they're making like the girl's day worse. Like, they're just making it worse and more like stressful, because now, before, she had to, she was kind of bored. She's kind of like, oh, this job is boring, whatever. Now she has to worry about like a dude that's twice her age, that could sometimes, like, some of these dudes are old. Like, sometimes they could be her dad, and they have to worry about guys like that coming up to her and just being, way too personal and weird, and way too forward, or just like going up to her and being like, "Hey, what's up?" Like that. It's just, I don't know. It annoys me. It annoys me to see that all day, especially when I work with like, if I'm whatever job I'm doing, if I'm working next to those girls, that shit pisses me off, man. Like, if I'm working next to a girl and like some random ass old guy just keeps coming, or sometimes it's even guys that are young like that. Because at first I wanted the title of this video to be why I hate performative males, but I hate that I hate that word. I hate that expression, performative male, because it's not even it's not even a like it's not a performance. It's just a lie. Like I have a like I don't know if any of you guys remember this. Back in the day, there was like at the start of TikTok and everything, there was like TikTok e-boys and TikTok fuck boys like that. I feel like that was like the start of performative males, and it just kind of progressed into what we call them today. But like they're still like performative males and fuckboys are kind of like still the same thing, you know, and or like e-boys are kind of just they kind of dress the same, they kind of like you know, like they just maybe they're a bit more emo than performative males, but still like they're still very much similar in that sense that they're just trying to impress girls and that they're you know, everything they do is a lie. You know, they're just fake as fuck. Like a lot of guys at work will act differently with me or some of my male coworkers, and then as soon as the girls come around, they're like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" Or you know, they'll be extra nice with the girls and do shit for the like. I just find that fake as fuck in my like. I understand why they do it because you know if you're gonna try to impress a you know, an attractive girl or whatever. But it's also like most of these girls have boyfriends, so you're just doing that to someone else's girl. Like that's just disrespectful at that point, you know. So I don't know. I really, I hate the word performative male. Like I don't like that term, so I'm not gonna use it. Or that's also why it's not the title. But yeah, man, I really, really just despise those kinds of guys because there's nothing like you know how there's this stereotype that like oh my god girls are so fake you know whenever they're with their friends they're like hey what's up nah, nah. And then as soon as the girl leaves they're like oh my god I hate that bitch like it's the same thing with guys like guys are not any different like performative males are basically the same thing they just they whenever the girls are around they're like hey girl nah, nah, and they'll like do whatever and then as soon as they're with a guy or like they're talking to somebody else that isn't them they're just fake and a completely different person and I don't know that kind of like I work about 4 to 5 days a week so I see that kind of stuff a lot and it really it just makes me angry to see that and also it's like if only those girls knew you know like I don't care about like it annoys me but I don't care about it that much to like expose them or like you know but I would love to see the girls that they should like they show up for and like you know change their whole personality for see them when they're just normal you know just being an asshole like normal I would love to see that I would love to see like those girls' faces when you know they learn that that guy is not like the nice guy or like the really sweet guy that they think he is you know that he has a I guess a ulterior motive you could say or something like that. I would love to see that. I think that would be very very funny to see. Um, but nah, man. And also, what annoys me too is when dudes like I'll see this a lot, right? They'll talk to a girl, but there's no like you can tell that either they have a girlfriend or they have somebody else, and it's just uh like a like a I don't even know how to say it. Like it's two people that are young or two people that are the opposite sex and they're both straight or whatever and they're in close proximity and they kind of I don't know there's not really a word to describe it. It's just like you take like uh people that work, a guy and a girl that don't really know each other and then they kind of get to know each other because they work together or because they work in close proximity. They form a weird kind of it's not it's like a friendship but it's like a flirty friendship. I see that a lot at work and like that's fine. Like I would rather a guy or a girl do that than what I've just been talking about, because that at least is like, it's not fake, it's not like a performance. It's just like, or it's not lying, it's not being somebody else. You're but it is, it's concerning because sometimes those people will have girlfriends or boyfriends, and pardon me, and like, I don't know. I feel like that if the if one of the if the boyfriend or girlfriend knew what the other one was doing at work, like, I don't think they'd be very happy knowing that their boyfriend or girlfriend is flirting. Like, if you don't know, like, obviously that's fucked up of them to not tell, or to, because you can tell when somebody likes you or kind of has feelings for you in a way, like you can tell. So if you're at work and you have a significant other at home and you're still choosing to flirt with people at work, that's just fucked up, man. You can't do that. But yeah, man, work, like, I don't mean to, I don't want to seem uh like fuck the system or what, like, I don't even know how to say it, but like, I don't want to seem like I'm 14 and this is deep or whatever, but like, work tells you a lot. Like, what you see at work tells you a lot about life in general. Like, I went to school, and I went to high school, and I saw a lot how people acted, and like, that's true that people still act like that, even after high school. But I feel like you really get to see people for who they are when you work certain jobs. Like, I'm not trying to say fuck college and don't go and just work, but like, it really teaches you more than just like what you see in a book. In that sense, it teaches you more than reading Socrates. Well, no, actually, Socrates. They're both good. It's different. They're both different. There's a difference between learning something naturally through life and seeing it with your own eyes, and reading it on a book. Both of them can be true, but like, I've just seen a lot of stuff, a lot of like how relationships work and how messy some of them can be. Uh, I've seen that a lot at work. I've seen a lot of like, people do shit that I wouldn't want my girlfriend to do. Like, I would be like pissed off if she did that. Um, stuff like, it's just scary, man, because you see it everywhere. Like, pretty much every job that I've worked, there was like somebody who, or like like a flirtatious friendship, and you'd see the other guy that was flirting with the girl pull up to work and with his girlfriend and hug her and be like, "Hey, babe," and the girl he's flirting with is like working next to him, and they don't know. Like, you see all kinds of fucked up shit like that when you're in your life, when you're working, and everywhere, man. And it's sad. It's sad to see, but it's unfortunately what happens. Like, that's what happens with life, and that's part of it. So yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this little rant. I didn't really know, like, I knew that what I wanted to talk about, but I still, sometimes you just go with the flow and see where it takes you. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm probably gonna be posting like two other I like, now I have a bunch of ideas, so my uploads are pretty frequent, but I prefer like quality over quantity. So I have a couple other video ideas that I wanna make, and maybe next week I'll like, there'll be a little bit of a decline because I had all these ideas, and now that I'm getting out the ideas and all the video ideas, I'm starting to kind of not have that many. Like, I still want to make these kinds of videos, but I'm trying to see, like, maybe I could do something different, maybe a let's play, or like, I don't know yet, because usually, like, the problem, I wanted to do let's plays, but usually I just don't talk during when I game. Like, it's hard to do commentary when you're playing. Like, that's why I play creative whenever I'm talking, because it's too hard to like trying to do survival Minecraft. Like I don't know how all these Minecraft YouTubers used to do it back then. When it's like, Minecraft was they pretty much just did like survival world or like whatever. Like it's hard. It's really hard to play. Like when you think about it, it doesn't seem that hard, but when you're actually doing it, you're like, whoa. You have to like do a bunch of stuff at the same time, and then remember to like, especially on the control. Like I think if I wasn't on PS5, it would be easier because Minecraft is way harder on controller. But yeah, man. I'll see. Maybe I'll switch up the content. I'll see. I have a lot to think about. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and oh, what just happened there? All right, take care, guys, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.